All right, it is new mold day. But let's be honest, the new molds, that's not why we're here for today's video. Well, maybe if you stick around to the end after we pick some winners from the 4K subscriber celebration, maybe we'll do a little unboxing, give you a sneak peek into what's coming. But today, we are here to talk about a brand new bladed jig. One that's got ZMAN pretty upset. Let's get into it. What's going on, all my fellow bait chuckers out there? My name is Michael. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video today. We have a really good one, and to be honest, I'm a bit nervous because, well, it's the first time I'm giving an actual opinion on something, and, well, I can already feel the Facebook forums salivating right now, like a great disturbance in the force. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about innovation, something I'm very passionate about. And if you like bait companies that focus on innovation, then make sure to smack that thumbs up button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel because, you know, we do lots of cool stuff for subscribers. At the end of this video, we're going to be picking some winners from last video's contest on the 4K subscriber celebration. So you're going to want to hit that subscribe button. Okay, so let's talk about bladed jigs for a second. I think we all know by now that there are two big patents held by ZMAN on the bladed jig. We got one patent on how the blade actually connects to the head of the bait, and then we have a second patent around the actual shape of the blade, apparently. Now, patents are fine and dandy, but as someone who's on over 20 patents myself, I kind of agree with Elon Musk on this one. I think patents are for the weak. Now, what I mean by that is that by all means, if you have a brilliant idea, absolutely go out and get yourself a patent. But the downside to a patent is that a company or an inventor can be so focused on protecting that patent that they can actually lose sight of innovation itself and start to fall back in the market. Let's use the bladed jig, for example. Now, some of you may know that recently the CEO of ZMAN himself was sending nasty grams to our friend Adam over at SDG Custom Lurecraft because he had a video in which ZMAN thought that as a garage bait maker he was infringing on the ZMAN patent. So while ZMAN certainly has every right to send cease and desist to all different types of people, big and small, the CEO is so focused on garage bait makers, the company themselves have lost a little bit of sight of innovation. I mean, last year, the slobber knocker from Berkeley kind of took over the bladed jig market. I mean, I'm just going to let that sink in for a second. They got around the patent by changing the blade shape and the way it attaches to the head, and because of this and all of their marketing, they lost some jackhammer customers to the slobber knocker. And now we have a newcomer to the bladed jig market and a bait that focuses primarily on something that I think is pretty innovative, and it's kind of what made the bladed jig such a big thing to begin with, and that is the sound and the vibration of the jig itself. And it does this while still getting around all of ZMAN's crazy patents. I'm talking about the first gen fishing Copperhead, the world's loudest vibrating jig. Now, First Gen is an awesome company. I want to thank them because I reached out to them when I saw this bait was released. I told them I'd like to do a video on this bait because I wanted to check it out, and they went ahead and sent me a couple samples of Copperheads. I even went and bought a few of my own as well to kind of fill out the color lineup. So my thought was today we will color match some trailers to match these jigs, and then we'll go out and put them to work on the California Delta. What makes the Copperhead so special is the fact that in the head of the bait itself, it actually has a pair of copper BBs. You can see this if I hold it up here to the camera. You see those BBs right there? And so the way this works is as the blade is vibrating in the water, it is smacking off of those BBs and it's making a loud noise. I was out fishing with a Copperhead yesterday, and I'm telling you, it felt like I was pulling a buzz bait underwater. You could almost hear the sound vibrating through your rod. That's how loud and obnoxious that this vibrating jig is. It's pretty awesome. It also comes equipped with a large 5/0 Mustad Shad Ultra Point hook and a wire bait keeper there, so your bait's not going to slide off of the back. A nice huge blade. You can see the first gen logo stamped into it there. An awesome looking bait in some really awesome colors. Now, I reached out to First Gen Fishing to partner up for this video because, well, I'm a huge fan of their baits, and I think they're a pretty innovative company. They have a history of making some pretty innovative baits. Things like the Flash X, the Top Spin, most recently the Jaw Dropper, which is an amazing Ned Rig jig head, and now the Copperhead. And I mean, it's proven. They are winning tournaments here on the Delta already with this exact bladed jig right here. The Copperhead is very quickly making a name for itself, and I really think it has to do with the loud vibration and noise that it makes, because personally, I think that's what's attracting the fish. So let's take a look at some of these colors, and I think we got some good ideas to match them up for today. Alright, so let's get in here and take a good look at all these different colors. Now, these are the two that we're going to focus on for today, but let's take a look through all these other ones here. Now, this one here, this is Tennessee Shad. You can see we got that nice gold on the bottom with the gray and green top. I really like that they mixed in the green there with the gold. Kind of gives a thread fin look too, in addition to that typical Tennessee Shad look. Awesome color, silver blade on that one there. Moving over, we have the burnt orange. This one comes with that black nickel blade. Awesome green pumpkin and orange. I already have some Bama Craw trailers that are going to match up perfectly with this. So this color's already in the bag, and you can't fish the Delta without an orange or a red. Seems to be the magic color, in my opinion, out there on the D. And speaking of the dirty D, you can't go wrong with black and red. This is the Hot Craw. You can see it's got that black nickel plate along with that methylate safety orange head. Those copper BBs in there and that black and red skirt. Going to be a killer out there on the Delta. Because it's bluegill spawning season and shad spawning season right now, we're going to go with those two colors to color match for today. So first up is the Shimmer Gill. This is a pretty sweet color. You can see we got some green pumpkin in there. We have some blue highlight there on a lot of those strands, so definitely going to focus on some of the blue. And we got a lot of chartreuse, which I like. If you really get in close, you can see on some of the clear strands with the black speckles, there's some color mixed in there, some blues and green sparkles as well. So I think I have an unreleased pixie dust powder that's going to be launching soon that's going to match up perfectly with the Shimmer Gill. And now for the belly, I definitely think we're going to go with some transparent chartreuse, maybe some holographic flake. We'll see what's going on there. Okay, and last up, we have probably one of my favorite colors, and this is called Pro's Pick. Now you can see here, we definitely got the purple here on the head. We got that green pumpkin hit on the bottom. Really like that. And all throughout we have green pumpkin with purple, and then we have blue highlight here on the white, kind of foggy white right there. So I think for this I have another pixie dust that'll match up with this nicely for the back. And then for the belly, we're definitely going to do some green pumpkin and some black flake, maybe a little purple highlight in there to make the bottom skirt set off. But I really like this color. Always love mixing the white and the green pumpkin. Makes for a great shad color. Okay, so the first color we're going to be matching is the Shimmer Gill. This has some chartreuse in here. We got some green pumpkin. We got lots of different colors here in the clear flake area. So I definitely want to start with a mixture of a couple different pixie dust powders. This is new unreleased powders that are coming pretty soon from 8-Bit Baits under the Pixie Dust lineup. The two colors are Sun Gill and Warmouth. The color change effects are basically pretty much the same, but you can see the Sun Gill has kind of an orange tint to it, whereas the Warhead is just pretty much the color shift flake on its own. But this goes from a yellowish greenish gold to a blue, and I think that's going to fit nicely here with the theme of the Shimmer Gill. If I hold it up here, the color shift I think matches really well as the colors will shift around, and that's going to be on the top half of the bait. There's some of the blue reflecting through. You can see that on the highlight powder that's in the green pumpkin. For the bottom side, I think we're going to go with some transparent fluorescent chartreuse. Absolutely love this color. And then we're going to throw in some of the Sparkle Green Flake by Lureworks, because I did see some of that sparkle green in there as well. And if we have to add more color and pop, I do have the Silver Holographic Flake on standby, but I don't know if we're going to need this or not. First things first though, let's get this in the microwave and melt it down and see how our top color is looking. Okay, while we are letting that first color rest inside of the vacuum chamber to get all the bubbles out, we are going to work on the bottom color using the transparent fluorescent chartreuse. We're going to go with 30 drops like I normally like to do with any of the MF transparent colors. There we go. That's going to give us that awesome transparent fluorescent chartreuse color that we all know and love. Absolutely love it. Now we're going to spike it with a little bit of the Lureworks Sparkle Green Flake in the 0.015x. Alright, we'll start with one scoop. See where that gets us. Oh, there we go. Definitely very shimmery. I think I'm going to go one more heaping 1/16 of a teaspoon for 1/8 total. And I think this is going to give off some awesome flash for the belly of this bait. Oh yeah. Take a look at that right there, huh? I think this is going to match up nicely. Huh? What do you think? We got the Shimmer Gill right here, the belly, that green sparkle flake in there. I think it looks good. I think I might want to add just a pinch, just a touch of the holographic flake, maybe like a 1/2 of a 1/16, just to add a little bit of extra color in there. A little bit, yeah, there we go. Just a touch, give it that little bit of a rainbow effect going on in there. You can see it. Awesome, awesome stuff. Very cool. Now let's get this one in the vacuum chamber and swap it out for the pixie dust that we have in there. And let's take a look at that color. Alright, so while we got the transparent fluorescent chartreuse chilling inside the vacuum chamber, we are slowly reheating back up our pixie dust color, and I think this is going to look pretty incredible as well. Again, taking a look at the Shimmer Gill color there, juxtaposed against the color shift of the pixie dust. When this turns blue and green, I think it's going to be awesome in the different colors of light. Can't wait to see what this looks like paired up with the chartreuse belly. I think this is going to be an awesome, awesome color. And remember, kids, don't forget to glove up. Okay, we're all set. Belly on the left, back on the right. We've got our blending block set up accordingly. Let's see if we can't get a successful injection. Here we go, Shimmer Gill. Yep, even with warm molds, that was sloppy and a big chore. But here's what everything looks like on the injectors. I mean, I think it's going to match up pretty good. I think so. Alright, let's take a look and see what these 4.2 inch darters look like against the Shimmer Gill. Ooh, yeah, look at that, huh? Let's get that mixed in there. What do you think? Oh, I like that match a lot. I like that a lot. Let's get this out of the mold. This way we're not fighting the reflections. Okay, here is the bait itself. You can see we have the transparent chartreuse on the belly, and then we have that pixie dust color change on the top, going from gold to green to blue. And now, if we lay over top our Shimmer Gill, I think that color matches beautifully. We got that chartreuse belly there. I think it's going to look real good. Swimming through the water. All right, and there it is rigged up. I couldn't wait. I had to rig it up because I thought it looked so awesome. Look at that color match in there, huh? Pixie Dust doing an awesome job matching with the green as well as the blue on top with that color shift. And then we have the transparent belly underneath. Awesome, awesome stuff. This should definitely catch some fish's attention. Woo! Love it! Alright, so for the next color, we are going to be matching Pro's Pick. That's the name of this color here. And again, you can see up top in that white, there's a bunch of violet highlight in there. In the green pumpkin, there is a little bit of black flake as well as some magenta flake in there as well. Really their take on kind of like a green pumpkin shad. So we are going to be using another pixie dust color for the top. This is called Malagos. This is a blue to purple color shift. So this will be for the back of the bait, and then for the bottom we are going to be creating kind of a foggy green pumpkin, and we'll show you how we're going to do that here in a second. Okay, so to start things off, we are going to be using the MF Plastics Green Pumpkin Green. Now we want this to be a little bit light here for the belly. So we're only going to use 5 drops. Very, very light. Again, we just want to add kind of that green tint here to the plastic. We'd like it to be a little bit translucent. You know, and these are going to be really, really thin, so maybe we'll go another 5. We'll go 10 drops. We have a very small cup. We're only about 2/3 a cup of plastic in here, so not even a full cup. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of the consistency that we're going for there. You can see when I pull it up on the spoon, it's real thin like. And now we're going to add 2 drops of Dead On Plastics White. And this is going to not only brighten it, oh, well, we got 3 drops in there. That's okay. This is going to fog it up a little bit for us. So now we kind of got that, you see that kind of light, foggy green pumpkin, right? Which is kind of what we're going for. It's not really a solid green pumpkin. I kind of want something a little bit lighter. And this will darken up once we add our flake to it, okay? So again, we're going to take our black hex flake, 0.015 from Lureworks. We're going to take 1 big hefty scoop and we're going to drop that in there. Now that alone, just that scoop is going to really darken up. Just that alone, tone down that fogginess just a little bit. And now we're going to add a little bit of the Lureworks Fuchsia 0.015. This is what's going to match the fuchsia flake that we have inside of the bait right now. There we go. And this is what we're looking like now. You can see a little green pumpkin, a little black and fuchsia in there. I think that's going to look pretty good. I'm holding it up to the bait here though, and the bait does look a little bit darker, so I'm probably going to go 5 more drops of the green pumpkin green. Alright, that's making it greener, but it's not making it darker, so you know what that means. We got to pull out the old black, 1 drop of black. Looks like 1.5 got in there. That's okay. I'm not too worried about it. There we go. Now we're looking a little more consistent with what the bottom of the bait looks like. Yeah, I think I'm liking that color match quite nicely. Although, you know what? Ooh, it needs a little bit of blue highlight. Alright, there we go. There we go, about 1/2 16th of blue highlight. That's going in. Yeah, I think that is what we're looking for right there. Beautiful. Let's get this reheated and in the vacuum chamber, get all these bubbles out of it, and then I think we'll be ready to inject. Okay, belly on the left, back on the right, colors are aligned, molds lined up. Let's give it a shot. Here we go. All right, here's what it looks like on the injector. All right, again, here's our jig, right? Here's what's on the injector. I think this is gonna look good. It might not be exact, but I think it's gonna be a pretty close match. All right, here we go, the moment of truth. How did we do color matching? There's only one way to find out. Let's take a look-see. See if we can't get these all to come off on one side. Yeah. Hey, that's not so bad. Look at that. We got that green pumpkin on the belly. We got that blue to purple color shift on the back. Let's lay in our jig here to see how it compares. Ooh, I think that looks pretty good. I think it looks good from this angle. And it looks good from that angle. Oh yeah. You can definitely see that blue to purple color shift happening on the edges here, especially in the tail. And when this is flapping back and forth, that's going to be changing colors left and right. Absolutely love it. Let's rig it up. We got to rig one up. All right, and there we go. Take a look at that, huh? Ooh, looking good, looking good. If I do say so myself. Beautiful color match. Oh yeah, got that green pumpkin there on the belly. That matches that green pumpkin, just that little bit. Just that tiny, tiny bit of fuchsia flake in there. And then you got that blue highlight playing off of the green pumpkin, as well as the blue to purple color shift in the top. Awesome stuff. All right, so let me know in the comments below, which one do you like better? Did you think the Shimmer Gill was a better color match, or do you think the Pro's pick is a color match? Which one would you throw? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's get some close-ups of all these baits, and I will meet you on the water. Yeah! Got him. Go. Come on, baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Yep, on the Copperhead. Ooh, careful, buddy. Oh, yeah. Another one on the Copperhead. There we go. Not bad. Oh, golly. Alright, little kayak bass there on the old Copperhead. Got one. Yeah. Oh, that's a decent one. In here. Oh yeah. Copperhead doing some damage. Little fatty. Look at that, huh? Got a little belly on that one. Sweet. All right, all my fellow bait chuckers, welcome back into the studio. I hope you all enjoyed that little bit of on the water footage using the Copperhead. It's an awesome bait and definitely a fish catcher. But before we wrap up today's video, we have a little bit of housekeeping left to do. We got to pick some winners for the 4K subscriber celebration video we did in the last video update. So let's dive on in here to the random comment picker and see if we can't pick ourselves a few winners. What do you say? Okay, first up, we'll be picking a winner for the smallest of the MF prize packs. That's the acrylic molds. We're going to go ahead and pick a winner. Remember, the comment had to include the word epic in there. And for those of you who stayed till the end of the video, if you had the words motor oil included in there, we were going to add those worms into your prize pack as well. So let's see who watched all the way to the end, shall we? So first up, for the smallest prize package, we have Fat Boy Fishing 459. Michael, not only do you have the most epic YouTube channel, but with your 8-bit bait color morphing glitter makes all the bait makers epic. As well as keep up the great channel, you'll be at 100,000 very soon. That said, motor oil is an awesome color. Love it. Awesome, Fat Boy Fishing. Thank you for entering the contest and staying all the way to the end. Make sure to send an email to baitchuckin@gmail.com and include a screenshot in the upper right hand corner of your screen. It shows your profile, it'll show your user icon, your username, as well as your email address. That way I can verify everything that you're sending to me, and we will get your prize package sent out to you no matter where you're at. Thanks again for entering. I appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and pick our next winner. This is going to be for the middle prize pack from MF. And our winner is NW Treasure 5983. If you keep making these epic videos, you're going to need a bigger worm sooner than later. That motor oil color is great. Well, NW Treasure, another one staying all the way to the end of the video. Thank you. I appreciate that. And congratulations on winning the medium MF prize package. Just as before, send an email to baitchuckin@gmail.com. Include that screenshot, including your username, your profile picture, as well as the email address. We will get your prize package out to you as well. All right, next up, the largest of the MF mold packages. Here we go. Who's going to win all those acrylic mold? Fried Chicken 2438. Glad to see you're back making videos. You are the one that inspired me to get into making them. It's cool to see you have made a goal with that epic finesse worm. Keep it up, man. Well, Fried Chicken, you just won yourself a bunch of MF acrylic hand pour molds. Make sure to send that screenshot and tag me on social media. I want to see what you all are making with these worm molds, okay? And here we go. Last but not least, the grand prize, picking the winner, the 5-inch Epic Bait Molds Finesse Worm and the 7-inch Epic Bait Molds Finesse Worm. An awesome combination of aluminum molds. And our grand prize winner is Patrick Lambert 5622. Epic molds, epic 5-inch worm, epic videos, epic giveaway, and motor oil. Patrick, thank you for staying all the way to the end. We are going to get you some motor oil worms along with those molds. And that's going to wrap it up. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. We got a lot more fun coming up on the channel. Lots more giveaways. Don't you worry. Plenty of chances for everybody to win. All right, and that is going to wrap it up for this video. I want to thank all of you for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. Please, if you haven't already, think about giving the video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, maybe think about smacking that subscribe button too. You just saw some of the cool stuff we did for our subs, and we make sure to build a large community of bait chuckers just like you. So please participate in the comments, hang out in the live streams. We want to have you around for a while. All right, we got a long way to go to get to 100K. Until next time, y'all know who it is. Your friend on this end, Michael, out here around these Delta sloughs, reminding you to keep on chucking. I'll get back with you.